Today we will travel back in time to unravel one of the most mysterious civilizations of the ancient world, the Mayans. This topic invariably inspires supporters of conspiracy theories and authors of sensational TV programs. Who are they? How did they manage to build grandiose cities and pyramids without wheels and iron? Where did their astounding knowledge of astronomy come from? And most importantly, where did they disappear to? The answers to these questions are simple, but far less exciting than tales of aliens and time travelers. Today we will dispel the myths and look at the harsh reality of history. Our traditional guest, Raul Jimenez, will help us do just that. His name is not exactly Mayan, but his origin is from Mexico, the country where this great civilization once flourished. At their peak, the Maya inhabited the territory of present-day Yucatan, Guatemala, Belize, El Salvador, and Honduras. However, few people know that it was not a centralized empire, but a network of city-states, often at war with each other. Mayan civilization is not so ancient. It flourished in the 3rd to 9th centuries AD, when Europe was already in the Middle Ages. The Maya had no metals, but they were excellent at working with stone, wood, and pottery. Their knowledge of math and geometry allowed them to build complex structures that have stood the test of time. They did not know the wheel, but they built paved roads and used porters and rafts to transport goods. As for astronomy, the Maya calculated the length of the year with astonishing accuracy, 365,242 days, mistaken by only 17 seconds. Their lunar and solar calendars were so accurate that they gave rise to legends of supernatural knowledge. The Maya also built observatories, such as Caracol at Chichen Itza, where they observed the movement of the stars and planets. Their architecture was built with astronomical phenomena in mind. For example, on the day of the vernal and autumnal equinoxes, a snake of light and shadow can be observed on the steps of the temple of Kukulkan. The Maya had 2 calendars, the ritual calendar, 260 days, and the solar calendar, 365 days. These calendars were used in parallel and formed a complex system of chronology. The myth about the end of the world in 2012 arose because of the end of one of the cycles of the Mayan calendar. However, the Mayans themselves did not predict the apocalypse. It was just the end of another big cycle, after which a new one began. Most of the Maya lived outside the cities, practicing agriculture. Their main product was corn. They built irrigation systems and water storage facilities, which allowed them to survive in difficult conditions. In addition to farming, every citizen could be conscripted into public works or the army. Unlike European armies, the Maya did not have regular troops until later. The Maya also practiced crafts. They created skillful jewelry, textiles, and pottery, decorated with intricate patterns and symbols. They used jade, obsidian, and shells for jewelry, and created amazing murals of daily life and religious rituals. The Mayans were fans of a ball game, resembling a mixture of soccer and basketball. 7 stadiums have been found in Chichen Itza alone. There is a myth that losers were sacrificed, but there is no definitive proof of this. Sacrifices were indeed practiced, but mostly among captured enemies. This was due to their mythology, where blood was considered a gift to the gods. Sometimes animals were sacrificed, and there were ritual sacrifices of rulers and priests who pierced their tongues or other body parts. So why did the Mayan civilization go into decline? Actually, it didn't disappear. Mayan descendants live to this day in Central America. Mayan cities were not abandoned overnight. Archaeologists identify several factors. The first fact was the droughts. For 95 years, there were periods of prolonged drought, which led to famine. Also caused by the internal wars, cities fought over resources, which exacerbated the crisis. The increasing population put pressure on resources. Because of deforestation and soil depletion, farming became less and less productive. The arrival of the Spanish, in the 16th century, finally finished off the remnants of a once powerful civilization. So, the Maya did not disappear mystically, but suffered a long decline due to ecology, wars, and climate catastrophes. And their knowledge of astronomy and architecture is the result of thousands of years of observation, not alien contact. If you still have questions, write in the comments. Put a like and subscribe to the channel to not miss new exciting stories. See you in the next episodes.